Hello students, today we are going to start chapter number 11, email and Google Drive. Already all students are all familiar with this word email. First of all, what is email? Email is the most popular service of internet. Email enables us to electronically exchange messages with other internet users wherever they may be. A computer, a modem or network connection and email address are needed for using an email. Ray Tomlinson developed the first email application for the ARPANET in 1971, consisting of a program called SNDMSG for sending mail and a program called ReadMail for reading mail. Now, what are the advantages of email? Today, almost anyone who has internet access also has access to email. So, theoretically, you can communicate with almost any internet user in the world. So, email is extremely fast, email is convenient. You can send message to a group of people free of cost, quickly and easily. You can send documents, graphics, sound files or any files as an attachment along with your email. Next, email versus postmail. First of all, what is email? Switch on the computer, log in to your email ID, just type the email address, compose your message and press the send button. Then postal mail, first get a headed notepad. After that you have to find envelope, then go to the post office to buy the stamps, print of the letter, put in an envelope and go to the post office to drop the letter. So what is next is the email address. You can send email messages anywhere around the world if you have an email address. All email users have their own unique email addresses. So the messages are sent to the correct recipient because of the uniqueness of the address. So parts of an email address, two parts are there. Email address, okay, first of all, an email address is a combination of a username and a domain name that identifies the user so that he or she can receive messages. Your username is a unique combination of characters. This is username which identifies you, and it must differ from other usernames located on the same mail server. Your username is sometimes limited to 8 characters and is often a combination of your first and last names, such as the initial of your first name and your last name. So domain name is separated by period and this is called @ separated both the terms. So domain name is separated into two parts. The first part is the name of the service provider, that is Gmail, Yahoo, etc. And this is the second part which depicts the types of website. .com means commercial and it means government. So next is email programs. You can create, send, receive and manage an email message by using different programs such as Windows Mail, Outlook, Hotmail and Gmail. Next, parts of an email program. There are different parts. First one is the inbox that stores your incoming messages. Then outbox stores outgoing messages that you have not sent. The next one is the new. Clicking this button allows you to write a new email messages to someone. Next one is the reply. This button will allow you to send a reply to someone, and reply to all means this you have to send reply all the email addresses from that email. Next one is the forward. This button will help you to forward a message that you have received to someone else. And next one is the send. This button will send message that you have written to your email server. Then delete button is used to delete the selected messages. Print, it allows you to take a printout if your system is connected to the printer. Then sent mail. Mail stores outgoing messages that you have sent. Then attachment is used to send a file prepared in any program with your email. Junk and draft. Junk means that email program considered to be unsolicited commercial mail, and draft, it stores messages that you saved but have not yet finished composing. Next, parts of email messages. Parts of email message means, first of all, from, next is to, CC, BC, and the subject. First one is the from. It refers to a person who is sending the email message. His or her email address is written in this section. You have to write the address of the person who is sending the email. Then next is the to. It means that who shall be receiving the email message and should be written in this section. Next is the CC. CC is the carbon copy. Note down this full form on your copy. And BC, C means blind carbon copy. Students, please learn these full forms. CC stands for the carbon copy, it is an exact copy of the message, and BCC stands for the blind carbon copy. You can take the help of a BCC. If you want to send the same message to several people without showing them that others have also received the same message. Subject, a very short description of your message is written in this section. Next, sending and receiving email message. Sending an email message, you can send a message to exchange ideas or request for information. You can also reply or forward a mail that you receive to others. And receiving an email message, it means you can receive your email messages even when your computer is not turned out. Your email service provider stores the messages you receive in a mailbox. Next is common email terms. There are some common email terms that you can use while composing the messages. Smileys, abbreviations, shouting, bounced message, signature, and attachment. First of all, smileys. You can use special characters called smileys or emoticons to express emotions. These characters resemble human faces if you turn them sideways. Next is the abbreviations. Abbreviations are commonly used in messages that you can use to save the time while typing. Here are some of the most commonly used abbreviations. Students, please learn this full table. I am going to give one or two examples of this. First is AS and other subject. So in the mail you have no need to write full sentence, you can use only small abbreviations. Next one is the TC, means take care. As it is, you will learn all the abbreviations. Next is the shouting. Message written in capital letters is annoying and hard to read. This is called shouting. Next is the bounced message, that it returns to you because it can't reach its destination, so it is called bounced message. Next one is the signature. You can add information about yourself at the end of every message you can send through an email program. This is called signature. Attachment. Most email messages consist only of text, but you can also attach some other types of information to share. This could be a photo, spreadsheet file, and word processing document. So how we can create an email account in Gmail? Electronic mail is used to send messages electronically from one place to another, but to use this facility we need to get registered with an email service provider to get our email ID. So first of all, you click on the start web browser and enter the address in the address bar www.gmail.com. You will enter this address, and after that Gmail login page will appear on the screen. Then click on the link and create an account in the login page to open Gmail registration form. Firstly, enter your first name and the last name in the form and then enter the desired login name. If someone else has taken the same login name, a message will appear. Someone already has this username, try another. After that, once your login name is selected, enter a password of minimum 8 characters. Repeat the same password in the box called re-enter password and fill the rest of the entries in the form as they are asked, and finally click the button I accept or continue to Gmail. How we can send and receive email in Gmail? Firstly, start web browser once again and enter the web address www.gmail.com in the address box and click on go button or press enter key to open Gmail login page. Click in the username box and type your login ID. After entering the password, click sign in button to open your mailbox. Then you can click inbox button for coming back to your mailbox. To send an email, click the compose button to open compose mail web page. In the to box, write the email address of your friend, relative or anyone to whom you want to send the mail. Write the subject and type the message in the space provided. After that, you will click on send button and close your mail by clicking the sign out link. So you can reply to a message, click on a reply to the person who sent you message, or click on reply all to respond all the persons in 2 and CC lines. Then if you want to forward a message to another person, you click on forward, a message window appears. So students, now we will learn about the Google Drive. Google Drive is free online storage that provides access to email, contacts, calendar, photos, files and much more. You can store your files online in Google Drive and can access them from anywhere in the whole world. So Google Drive gives you 15 GB of free online storage. You can keep files, folders, backups and everything important. So now, advantages of Google Drive. First one is your files in Drive can be accessed from any smartphone, tablet or a computer. You can store large audio, video and graphic files on the internet. You can allow others to access your files on the internet. You can take backup of your data. Student, you have to learn the definition of Google Drive and advantages of Google Drive. Next one, how we will open the Google Drive. I want to show firstly in the Google page. You will open the Google page. After that, you will type the login ID. After typing the login ID, you will click on the next button. Next, this type of Google page will appear on your computer screen, and here is a Google Apps option. You will select from here Drive option, and after that Google window appears. This type of Google Drive window will appear in front of you. Then how we can upload file or folder in that? Here is a new option is available on your Google Drive folder. So click on new button, and after that drop down menu will appear and you will select the file upload option. Clear? Then navigate and click on that, and which file you want to open, select from your computer. Here is a, suppose you have downloads your photos in that, you will select from the downloads, and which file you want to open, click select that and click on open button. So automatically it will appears. Then next is the organizing files and folders. How we can organize file and folders? Folders helps you to organize the files in Google Drive, so they are easier to find when you need them. Most folders contain files and folders. Again you have to same procedure with that. Click on new option, and here is the option of a folder. After clicking on new option, then you will click on the folder and type the name of the folder in that. This type of box will appear on your screen. You will type the name of the folder, and after that click on the create, and new folder is created in the Google Drive. Next is moving a file to folder. Now select the file you want to move. Here is a click on more action button. When you will click on that, the drop down box will appear and you will select the move to option and click on that option. Then you will which file you want to move, click on that. Okay. Then delete a file. If you want to delete a file which is no longer needed in Google Drive, whenever you delete any file, it will go in the trash folder. Here, after deleting, all files will be saved in the trash folders. So if you want to delete the files permanently from Google Drive, whenever you want to remove any file permanently, you have to delete that file from the trash. After deleting the file from trash, it can't be restored again. Clear? Last, if you want to share your folder with the others, your file with others, then how you can share it? There is a one option of sharing in the Google Drive. After uploading and organizing the files in the Google Drive, you can also share these files with your friends, family, relatives, etc. Select the file or folder which you want to share. Suppose you want to share this file, click on that option. After that you will click on file which you want to share. Then this type of box will appear, that is the sharing file or folder. Then select the file or folder you want to share, then type the email ID of receiver, but which person you want to send. After typing here, you can click on done, and last click on send, and the pop-up will appear to confirm the process. Okay, if you want to sign out from Google Drive, after finishing your work in Google Drive, you must log out from it. Firstly, click on Google account icon is here, then pop-up window appears, then click on sign out button. This is your sign out button, then Google Drive window will close. As it is, you can save your work and share with the others. So dear students, for solving your exercise and question answers, you have need to watch this video 2 to 3 times. Then you are able to solve the exercise, and it's easy for you to solve the question answers also. So your homework is first part first, second, third and fourth. Write on book. In the third part, there are only 4 abbreviations has given, but from the chapter you have to learn all the abbreviations. Next, fifth part, 5th, 6th and 7th. Write defines and question answers on copy. So watch this video 2 to 3 times. Thank you.